because there's usually a slight delay between the two, you know, on Zoom and then also on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so are we live on Facebook? There's a slight delay, as I said. There will be a little bit of delay over there.
It's on now, but it's kind of freeze.
Oh, good,
Facebook is
good,
okay.
good, good. Oh, fantastic. So that means it is setting itself up. That's wonderful. Okay, that's nice because I've just so what we're gonna do right now is to admit everyone because we have got quite a few guests already in the waiting room. So this is good. Hi everyone. Hi. Hi, a very good Monday morning. Hi. It's still morning because it's 4 minutes to noon. So I will still claim the morning. Yeah. I will still claim the morning. Hi everyone. Thanks for joining and thanks for joining early. I see a couple of names who were there. Eddie, you were there way, way, way early. So thanks for joining. Yeah, and I know today is a very busy day. It's the start of a new week for a lot of you. So we want to start your week strong as per normal, okay? So we want to start your week strong so that by the time you reach the end of the week, you have, you still have a lot more energy to push on. So hi everyone who join us in Zoom. Can you type in a chat? Oh yes, I think I see. Hi Winkin. Hi. Thanks for showing up. I know you just come out of a program as well, right, Winkit?
Yeah, I actually have a 1 p.m. BCG Rise program.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Hi, hi.
Yes. So can I ask those of us who join in Zoom or even on our other social media channel, you can just type hi, just so we know who you are, and introduce yourself here. For those of us in Zoom, yeah, please just, introduce yourself here, and we can, just so that our guests are aware of who you are. And we actually got quite a bit of sign up for this particular event. Hi. Yeah, nice. I see a couple of chats, introduction. Yeah, please introduce yourself. Please also, you can also mention a little bit about your background. Yeah. So I think we have generated quite a bit of interest. And this is also in line with, all the various SG United programs that the government have rolled out. They have partnered with quite a lot of different organizations as well. Okay, so yep, I'm just letting in a few more. Okay, good. Yes, very nice. Okay, very good. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna let in all. So if you see me speaking in a very interrupted sense, I'm not being rude, all right? Sometimes when I look back at some of the videos, I was thinking, oh gosh, I wasn't even looking at the camera. So just to explain a little bit, I'm actually multitasking. I'm looking at various gadgets, looking at some of the comments. I'm just hoping not to miss out anybody's comment. Okay, very nice. So yeah, thanks for joining. Wow, fantastic. Good crowd here. Okay, so this is what I have. Like I said again, if you have just joined us, just type your name and introduce yourself, because it's not so much for me, it's really more for you, and also for two of our guests today on this employer meet and greet. Okay, so I think we are just 1 minute shy. I want to start quickly because I'm very mindful that quite a few of you have actually duck out using your lunch hour to come meet this employer. Yeah. And this organization as well. Okay, very nice. So what I'm going to do here, you can see today is an event where you get to meet the Society of Sheng Hong Welfare Services. And for those of you who are new to me, I'll be introducing myself today, but I want to thank two of our guests that we have. We have Mr. Low Mun Heng. Hi, Mun Heng. Hi. And then we have Adrian Low. Hi, Adrian.
Oh,
Good. Okay, so I know Adrian as he's my ex-colleague. Okay, he's my ex-colleague.
mm,
And then we reconnected via one of our alumni events, and then that's the power of the alumni and networking event. So I think for those of you who receive my emails, you would also read that I have written you don't need to go out and network with people only when you need a job. We should be connecting with people. We should be expanding our network as much as possible. Okay, so yep, I'm letting a few more in. Good, 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 very nice. All right, so let's move on. So for those of you who are new to me, I'm Eileen Sia. I'm an organizational psychologist and also a career coach and founder of The Art of Career. And today we are running one such event. Every month we try to bring on a employer who has a need and interest. I think it's not just any employer. We want to bring employers who have an interest to meet with potential job seekers as well, or even professionals who are keen. I think in today's session, we're looking at a social services organization who welcome not just professionals who work full-time with them. It could be part-time with them. It could also be on a voluntary basis as well. So Art of Career turns 5 this year, and therefore we are really, really keen in running quite a few events already. We've kicked off quite a few. So for those of you who need some motivation, I also run I Am Remarkable, facilitation. So reach out to us, and there's a lot of materials that are available to everyone. All right. So as for those who are watching on YouTube, they have likely subscribe to our channel. For those of you who have not, please subscribe to our channel because we are dishing out a lot of career materials to help with the local employment scene. Okay, so I'm just pausing a little bit because I'm letting more people in. All right, and for others who have not received my emails and maybe missed out because you're watching this recording, do subscribe to our link here, and then you will be receiving exclusive invites to our future events. All right, so thank you so much for that. Like I said, this entire session is more for you. So please type your questions in the chat because this social services organization really has a need to digitalize. So please, type your questions as I pass the floor to our guests to explain where their needs come from. Okay. So it's a very special session because when you read a job advert on a database, you don't get to hear the story behind the job because there's always a history linked to every job advert that you read. So I'm going to pass the floor to Adrian Long, who's our board member and also my alumni ex-colleague. So Adrian, can you share with us a little bit more about this? I'm just going to stop share and pass it to Adrian. Help us here to understand where the needs come from. Yay.
okay. Everyone. Nice meeting all of you. So it's a good afternoon today. Okay. So just some background about this Sheng Hong Welfare Services. So it was set out by one of the renowned temple, Lorong Kuchai Sheng Hong Temple. It's located in Amarugan Road. So recently, the past few years, there have some renovation going on, and we managed to actually set up we built a building beside the administrative building. And inside there's also a theatre and also performing arts centers and etc. So in actual fact, we have also Tai Chi classes conducted. And these are all given or shared with all the various races and religions, friends like all of you. Okay. So everyone can welcome to join us also. So this Society of Sheng Hong Welfare Services was registered as a society since 26 April year 2000. Okay, and it's gadgeted as a charity dated 9 May 2000 also. It is to provide welfare activities to relieve hardship and as well as also to bring benefits to the society and the community. So from the funds we gather from the donation from devotees and also from some organizations, grassroots organizations, and also grassroots and prominent businessmen. So we actually try to contribute back to the society in per se. So the membership to the welfare services open to all ages of all people aged 18 and above, and irrespective of race, colors, religion, language, sex, or even social status itself. So that is very important. We want to have a very harmonious community that work in the society itself. So and then something I missed out, the society became a full member of the National Council of Social Service since 18 November 2002. So currently, this society is governed by management committee, whose members are elected according to the governing instrument, which is the constitutions. So all our members serve as a voluntary basis without receiving any form of remunerations. So for me, myself, I volunteer my social responsibility services with Lorong Puchai Sheng Hong Temple since 1998. Okay. So at the year 2002, after 2 years of formations, I'm seconded to SHWS, which is Sheng Hong Welfare Services. So from then on, later part, I actually appointed as a co-member. So I'm working very closely and I enjoy working with the staff and also the volunteers in the daily operation and also many social welfare activities. And I should stress that in this society, it's very family-centric environment. So everyone work in hand together to strive towards working towards the target we have set for the benefit of the society and the community. So I'm proud to be the team and also being an IT professional as part of my daily job. So I actually sincerely look forward to work with any one of you who want to help us to write the digitalization wave.
Wow.
So I end my presentations. I will later part I will pass to Mun Heng, our director, to brief you more on the society itself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adrian. You know, because I worked with Adrian in a technology firm before. So, and this particular quasi-government outfit that we work together, you know, really embraces technology. So any one of you who needs some context in the technology field, Adrian is the guy. Okay, Adrian is the guy. Do connect with him. Yeah, thanks so much, Adrian, for carving out your time because you're a busy board member. You know, it's so rare to have a board member come forward to share the vision as well. Okay, Mun Heng.
Yeah, hi everyone. A very good afternoon to everyone. I'm Mun Heng. I'm the director of the Society for Sheng Hong Welfare Service. I'm actually new to this organization, but no, I'm really very privileged to join this place, and I really enjoy my work here. And I think Mr. Long has shared with us the background of Sheng Hong Society, so I don't have to go much into it. But very important thing that I want to emphasize that this society is set up to help the disadvantaged one, to relieve people from no hardship in the society. All right. So we although we are setting up as a from a Taoist group, we actually help all races. Okay, in different forms, regardless of race, language, creed. We try to help them through promoting education. We foster friendships, and we want to promote social cohesion. So of course, our vision is to become the leading Taoist operated charity, right? So basically, I know this is a job kind of session. So before that, I think very important that you want to join any company, you want to know what this company is about and what are the values. And in this society, we very much based on these core values, which taken out from Tao Te Ching 第8章 okay, which we don't have to know the philosophy or whatever, but at least we know the few things that we need to know. That in this society we aim to empathize with from deepest of our heart what our clients are going through, and we serve with compassion, and we speak with integrity, and we serve with the best of our abilities, and we strategize. And all these things to me is not just about clients, it's also about our own colleagues. We have to treat them with compassion, we have to be empathetic towards them too. So I think this is the kind of environment that we hope to work in. Okay. So in this society, what are we? In this society, we have 70 staff for now, and we are operating in 5 different centers. All right. So just to give a very brief ideas of all these centers. First is the Aokan Sheng Hong Family Service Center. It is a typical family service center in Singapore where we serve the underprivileged people with some social problems, be it financial or be it other form of problems like, for example, family violence and things like that. So we provide casework and counseling. We have a kids read program where we help the kids to so especially low-income families, a lot of them don't have the privilege of having the environment of getting a lot of reading materials. So we help them with that. We have a toy library. In fact, during COVID, our workers even bring the toys to the rental blocks to help this to kind of work with these kids, right?
Wow.
We have community work, yeah. So
Amazing.
there's a lot of things, yeah. Of course, we keep to all the regulation on like 5 max, the kind of thing.
Right. Safety regulations, you mean?
There are no choice, yeah. So we also run a student care center, okay? And this, why is so different? Everywhere, we have a student care, right? And especially nowadays, there are a lot of schools with student care. Ours is slightly different. We very much focus on helping these kids because these kids are from a low income. And a lot of them, you'll be surprised, they even have trouble, although they're in primary 1, 2, 3, or whatever, they still have they are still having much trouble to cope with even very basic language skills, right? So the thing is that we even organize a special class for them to help them. But of course, we also include other activities like outdoor activities, play, and indoors and outdoors.
To prove the culture, Paulo, how do you prove that has been reasonable?
Okay, I'm so sorry. I've just muted everybody and I just realized I also muted myself. Okay, because I'm letting a few people in. So we have some new entrants and probably their microphones not mute as well. So Mun Heng, apologies. Can you unmute yourself? Yeah, let me try. Yeah, good.
Yeah, so I'm covering the part on student care. So like what I say, we cater to the low income families. So the charges are minimal. So we have special classes for them to help them with even literacy skills. Okay, and of course, we don't just focus on academic. We also help them to develop their values and things like that. All right. Okay. So we also run a child care. Sorry, this is a typo. It's a child care center. This is located in MacPherson, where we have a toddler. We are starting a toddler program as well, and we have playgroup, nursery, and kindergarten service. It's quite a big place, and we try to have an intergenerational program there also, because right besides this center is our senior activity center, our senior care center as well. So now I just cover Life Point first. Life Point is a service that caters to helping people to have their lasting power of eternity, and advanced care planning, advanced medical directive, will writing, and pre-planning for their funeral. So this is one part that deal with death and dying. So this is something that a lot of people shy away from. This is the topic that people shy away from, and I think this is an important topic to talk about. So we have this special program both in Chinatown. We're located in Chinatown, in the shopping mall, where people can go there and talk about these issues in a very relaxed manner. Yeah. Yeah, so the next thing is our active aging hub, and we have a daycare, and we also have day rehabilitation. We take
Right.
in people with dementia and people who need rehab there. So there's one side that is that caters to rehab. The other side is for active aging, meaning that healthy, normal people can come in for activities, so that
Right.
people will come in to join in certain activities to increase their social support and things like that. So these are people that come in and kind of receive some support there. So these are our service. So now these are our ways to contact us, and know the phone numbers and everything is there. So why do we need digitization? Like what why I've just shared with you. We have many services located at different parts of Singapore. One in Chinatown and MacPherson, one in Aokan. Okay, so we need to really tap on IT and to help the whole society to kind of bring everything together. So that's why we need this digitization. Let me share with you the other.
Yeah. So while Mun Heng is bringing up the job advert, the questions that we've got quite a few questions in the chat. But the first question I asked Adrian when I caught up with him in our alumni online gathering, so to speak. So they are looking for someone to actually help them with their digital plan. And the first question I asked was, can you tell me where's your social media pages? I think it's very limited. They only have website. So just to give you a taste of what they are experiencing, right? And also their operation. So okay, Mun Heng, yeah, I better stop talking.
Yeah. So we hope that the person that we bring in this time can help us really to offer some IT solutions to help us, because we have, like what I say, we have 5 centers. So we need to have the capability to kind of link all our finance, our HR together, because a lot of times now we are very much on, sorry to say, it's a pen and paper kind of exercise, which is not very good. Especially as we are growing, we need to have more of this IT to help us. So the IT person can help us to kind of solve for the better solutions to kind of improve the productivity, and also in turn it helps the clients, because when we disperse any financial help, it will be faster, right? Because sometimes when there's a need, the need is very, very urgent. If we go by manual, it's going to take a little while longer. So those are the little things that we hope to do. Of course, like what Elaine says, our web, the only media that we have will be our website. So if the person comes in, the person can also help us to have more of this tap on this media using IT. So those are the things that probably can help us with that. Yeah. So this is the effort that we put up, and actually currently we are looking into like what I say, the digitization of the whole process. So we are thinking of 2 big things that we are going to do. One is on the HR system, the other one is our accounting system. So we want to link the 2 systems together and link all the centers together. So that would be one big project, as far as I'm concerned. I know how to do it in a seamless way.
Yeah, but this incumbent or this position is not working alone, right? Because you've got HR consultants who are also helping you, and they are not expected to like be a guru in the accounting system as well, but really more from the IT point of view, so that you can speak the same language with your consultants that you have working with the society, right?
Yeah, we have consultants. In fact, Deloitte is a consultant that is helping us. We also have hired two more staff. One is the HR assistant manager for HR, which will look into the digitalization of the HR system, and one for finance. So these three persons have to work hand in hand to help us in this whole process.
Right. Okay. I think we've got quite a few questions here as well. So I think the question we have similar question, but what is the current position? Okay, digital. Pauline, you want to ask your question? I think it's partially answered, right? Was it partially answered, or you've got something specific?
Yeah, no, hi, I'm Colin here. Sorry, I may have joined a little bit late when Adrian was already talking. So if I missed it, I'm sorry. But I did catch that you are looking at digital transformation, and I believe that some of the participants also asked very similar questions. Like, I guess we just want to know. We know you're talking about digital transformation, but I guess we are trying to understand like which point you are at, and I think someone asked what's the roadmap. And so on and so forth. Yeah. Thanks.
Maybe I want to address this question. We are at the very beginning stage. Okay. Actually, we are currently at the stage of looking for a solution, and that's why we desperately need to bring in somebody to help us look at the solution, whether it works for us, and how to help us in the implementation process. So the runway is about a year, okay, to finish this project, because this is prescribed by NCSS, who is the funder. We got some funding from NCSS, and the time frame given to us is 1 year. So we need to work on it. Yeah, I don't know whether it answers your questions fully. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. There's also, I think, like I said, the common question here is this a new position or is this a replacement hire? Has someone actually done the position and then kind of left halfway, or I don't know, at the beginning or something like that?
I understand. Yeah, and actually, no, we haven't got anyone yet.
So this is new.
So it's a fresh thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh position, a new position that we have created.
Right. Okay, and also for all of you here on the call, if you are wondering, like, is this something where, you know, it doesn't conform or follow any industry standards, please get that thought out of your mind, because they've for any social welfare services or social enterprise, they have to follow, you know, NCSS rules. And
Yes.
Even for salary bands, all right, there is a set of guidelines as well. And so everything is aligned with industry practices. And I like that this is not just, you know, looking at one center. They are looking at more enterprise-wide kind of transformation. Like I said earlier on, they don't even have, you know, a proper social media page in terms of digital presence, other than just a website. Man Heng, there's a request to scroll down a little bit more. I think what I can do is to drop the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you scroll down a little bit more? Okay. Yeah. So this is a brand new position. How long have you been looking? Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have been trying to look for the appropriate person. Unfortunately, up to now we haven't got one. Yeah. One of the challenges that I face, honestly, is because SSS dictate how much the salary is. So the salary, compared to private organization, we might not be as high lah. So I have one or two candidates who after we wanted to offer them, someone from a private can offer higher. Then the person decided to join the private sector.
Right. Yeah. So there is a real need, and like I said, it's not just it's an enterprise-wide project for those of us who are looking at, adding and enhancing your career portfolio, or maybe thinking of entering into either transformation field, and you need some kind of, reference site to enhance your CV, this is a good way to start as well. I think for those who have IT knowledge, of course, I mean, it's going to work in your favor. But I think this job is not expected to have you dabble too much, very deep in that, because you can actually help, look more at the strategic point of view, because they're really starting raw, very, very raw. Okay, right from right from not having anything at all. It's all, as what Man Heng has mentioned, it's all pen and paper, looking at, and I can just imagine it's just using a lot of Excel sheet. Ed mentioned about CRM. Yeah, absolutely. CRM can be used not just for sales, it can be used for so many things, managing volunteers, stuff like that. Yeah, Man Heng, you want to comment further?
So basically, it's a blank piece of paper. So that we are in, right? So we have to start to dream and work out things. And the HRM and the accounting system that I mentioned is just a beginning stage. I suppose there are a lot more things. We can sit down together, and once the person join us, we can sit down and work out other plans. When we get these two big projects out first, then we can start dreaming. And if there are enough work, of course we can always approach SSS to ask for extension of our funding. So
Right.
it start with a year, yeah. Well, I'm just being conservative, to tell you that it's a year project, yeah.
Okay. Will you accept contract hires, like on a 1-year contract basis?
Yes. I'll accept, yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I think there's also a question. Let me see. Standardization of process. Oh, Winkit, would you want to explain what you have written there? Winkit, is his camera frozen? Yeah, I think so. I think it's frozen. Okay, so let's see. What other questions do we have? All right. Winky, are you back? I think I seem to see you coming back. Shirley, are you here? Shirley, would you want to explain a little? Because I think you mentioned about your auditor background.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Yes,
Hi,
so
Dr.
I'm a trained and certified ISO lead auditor, help companies achieve ISO certification, and also advisor to some companies where ISO is concerned, and other matters like your business continuity management or BCP, and any other forms of international standards, say your code of conduct for the electronics industry. No, from what I see on your web page, you have a very comprehensive slew of services. You're doing a good job. In fact, I didn't know about this organization, but I have also voluntary welfare experience more than 25 years. I'm actually a member of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul that is based in every Catholic church.
That's
Our
cool.
service is not as comprehensive of what your organization is currently doing, because we all make up of volunteers. However, I noticed that you are not on social media, and I think your take about doing a transformation is to bring forward that what you do to the public, so that more people will learn about your services. In terms of like volunteers, I noticed that every page of different your student care, your active aging, you are asking for volunteers.
Yeah.
So I assume my 2 cents worth that you do not currently have a voluntary experience or volunteer management program where you introduce to potential volunteers what your organization have, what are your needs, what can they expect when they volunteer with you, and what is your expectations, and so forth. Yes, that you go to digital, that's fantastic. And I when you explained that you're still doing paper and pen, I was wondering if you are still in that stage. So if you're doing paper and pen, you want to go to the next step of digitization. Before you move to digitization, you have to ensure your paper system work fantastically. That is, sorry,
No,
I
get
went
what
to
you
the
mean.
stage with a company.
Right.
We have to iron that what works for you.
Mm.
Where do you want? What is the outcome that you are moving towards, and where is the gap? And before that, how well is your paper and pen moving individually? And then when you put them all together, you may be able to see what are the redundancies, and you take them out. Then again, you're going to brainstorming and to put them all together, still using the old system first. Then do a trial run, see how it works.
Yeah.
If after the trial run, you still have little kinks, and here you move it again,
Right.
and it is working well, then you port into the SharePoint, where you streamline formatting documents, your paper, your documentation into e-system, and also access to different documentation confidentiality to different levels of your staff, from management down. Then you can map, that's where you map your different processes and how you want to merge it into a comprehensive system. You can use your CRM or any other system,
Yeah.
because CRM will be for customer management.
Yeah.
But then again, where customer management system, if you're going in towards that, because you have a very wide, diverse groups, different groups of customers, and each to make the customer experience complete, you will be very dynamic. You won't be like one system for all, because of the diversity of the groups that you are serving. So then is a different approach, but you can still merge them in a system. But this would take time, a lot of brainstorming, and a lot of details. You iron out what you don't need or not effective and not efficient. You bring them out. You put it together. You have to try it out first, then go back to the drawing board, because I was the project lead for 9 divisions of a very large group to streamline the process across 9 divisions of diverse companies. It is a very tedious task. Each representative of each group comes together and discuss. And we were just doing only the sales order processing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very tedious
Yes,
thing,
it is.
but
It is tedious. You need a lot of time.
Yes.
Sure.
But
Shirley, I'm just gonna interject here. Man Heng, do you have any comments so
Well,
far? on-
I thank you, Shelly, for your suggestions and comments, and I really resonate with what you say. No, that's exactly what we are hoping to do, right? Currently, the volunteer management part is not very much, is not developed yet. And I think we think alike. No, I think that's one part that we need to really work on. But I'm just want to work on the more important thing first. There's settle the HRM and also the accounting system first. Then we will move on to all these things, volunteer management, and also maybe also know the client management part. I think those are important
Yes,
components.
I agree. I mean, I'm just mentioning that
Yes.
Very nice.
I'm not well versed in IT, but what I have done in the
Yeah.
past for companies, I set up systems for them,
More,
including the warehouse.
more on
And,
the planning and higher level
yes.
kind of, yeah.
I think those,
So if you have someone better in mind, I would advise that to you, please proceed. But you, somewhere down the road, you need someone to help you with your volunteer management system. I can come in and help you at no
okay.
cost.
Thanks.
Um,
Thanks for that.
Yeah,
I've done
that's
that
very
also for our own projects.
Mm.
But as to the whole thing, like you see, it is very comprehensive. It takes a lot of time, and I do wish you well to get
Thank
the
you.
best person.
Thank you.
yes.
Thank you, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so the other question that I see, what other pain points do you have? Because I think from my casual conversation with Man Heng and Adrian, both were telling me that the communication between centers are also pretty basic, pretty basic. I'll just say, I wouldn't say arcade, I'll say pretty basic. And the way they share documents is also very basic. So for those of us who have been there, done that, this is like, it could be an nice refresher for you to hone in your skills, especially those who have maybe a gap year and you're thinking of coming back. This is where it can really help, because what's obvious to you is not obvious to them. And also we are in an aging population kind of nation. There's going to be a lot more in the medical side that will require your expertise, because knowing just the solution and the technology is not enough. Knowing how these are being used, it's going to be your added advantage,
Yeah.
right? Because there are pharmaceutical companies which are also expanding and building a lot of hospitals and also home services to care for the aged, right? So I think you are starting new here. Okay, what other pain points do you have, Man Heng?
Sorry, can I just
Oh, sure. You
one
got a question.
point
Yeah.
that's very important in the midst of your transformation, also having understand your communication system, still at the very base level, you would need to have someone in the position of a change manager to help your that level, rank and file level, to understand what is going to be in place, what you're doing, and the purpose of all this change is for improvement, and also to help manage expectations so that everybody know where they are, how they're going to contribute, what is the expectation. They might also have certain expectations and also concerns. So you
Yeah.
need someone to actually address that aspect so that your whole system can actually flow and work
Right.
well.
Yeah. 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 So thank you. I think those are very useful points that I will take down, right, and work on it. Yeah. Just to address Eileen's question just now. Well, other pain points, I think communication is one area that right, you're rightly pointed out that now we are based on our communication is based on emails and phone calls, right? Especially with COVID, I think this part, and we are using Zoom now. We are one stage higher now. But I think there's things that we can still work on to help each other to better improve our comms. Other pain points will be like in terms of service. I think we can use a lot more IT solutions. Like for example, for the aging hub, in my mind I'm thinking, can we tap on AI to help these seniors?
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
definitely. Yeah. So I have a lot of ideas, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I need people who knows how to do it to help. Yeah. Yeah.
You may be able to get it free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think there are two things I just want to comment here. Number one, this reminds me of when digital phone service was introduced in countries like Vietnam, and you would find that they actually skip the installation of landlines and went digital all the way. So I kind of feel like, this Sheng Hong Welfare Services is in a similar state.
Yeah.
They're gonna just jump start and go to the latest. So I'm so happy to hear that you're open to using AI. The other one is, as a society, I know free services has got its limitations.
Yeah.
Even for myself, I run my own business. There's a limitation to free services. So when we think of social services sector, don't always think of free, okay? But it's a good way to start. So I love all the suggestions here in the chat as well. I love that. Yeah, there are a lot of solutions out there. But I do have a question, Man Hong. The question here is, you mentioned about consultants. You even mentioned about Deloitte helping the society. Does it mean that this position is just implementation? It's not, right? I think maybe it's more than that.
It's more than that. Yeah. But Deloitte does help us because we need to put up funding papers to NCSS. They are helping us with that aspect. To meet the expectation of NCSS. So that part is also funded by NCSS. So it's not a long-term thing. In fact, they just help us with the proposal. Other than that, no, I think on the ground itself, no, at the day-to-day, no, we still need the digital transformation managers to help us. Because personally, I have gone through a lot of experience in trying to implement some IT related things, and the vendors will tell me 101 things that's good, but when it comes to class of it, it's not working, right? And there will be problems. And I think I need an internal person who knows at least something better than me, to say, hey, this is the solution to go to, right? Yeah.
This is
But,
good. Yeah.
yeah, because by training I'm a social worker. I'm not an IT person. I have ideas, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah.
Okay, another very interesting thing about this position, the way I look at it is, or whatever positions that come out from any social services sector, is the ability to write in and ask for funding. And I've seen quite a few other professionals have done it as well. This will be another skill, another feather in the hat that you can actually add on. Writing in to ask for funding is really interesting. It opens up many avenues as well. Who knows, you could be asking for seed funding for your own company.
Yeah. Because when we ask for funding, I'm very glad. Our Sheng Hong Temple will always top up, because SSS wouldn't have 100%. They will fund us like 80% or 70%, depend on the project, and the rest is the society that foot the bill.
Yeah, of course.
There
Yeah.
are a number of grants that which you can tap on.
Yes.
But it is depending on the needs, is only up to 70%.
Yes.
I think your consultant would be in the best position to know. But we'll talk about free services. There's been a lot of write-up, but very unusual collaboration between the bigger organization helping another smaller organization in terms of services, and then they offered to do it free. And being a non-profit organization, you have a very good chance of people wanting to collaborate with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, do we have any other questions from anyone else in the call? Yeah, any other questions? You know, you can always ask your questions here.
Mr. Low, are you on LinkedIn?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you can do the approach, and I'm very sure lots of people want to collaborate with you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm just wondering, Mr. Adrian, do you have anything to add on from what I've said? No?
Yeah, I think to conclude, because basically in terms of the society itself, a lot of times they are rather independent in moving the process and the procedures. So I
Yeah.
would say on the we are actually looking at this this person, this candidate. Ideally, you should start something towards putting all the IT stuff in place within internally, maybe within the organization itself. Then later part, then we slowly extend out to the like what Shirley had shared with us, the volunteer management systems and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That which we are doing actually for
Yeah.
this candidate to help us in this process.
Yeah.
Can I say that if the project is big enough, there's also an opportunity to build a team, you know, like
Yeah.
everything else, you know, both Man Heng and Adrian, both of you, you know, come across as a very open-minded person. So you're open and you're quite, you know, you're okay to entertain some ideas and suggestions here, right?
Yeah.
You probably need quite a big team and also representatives from each center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very important, and also help the people to manage the process of change.
Mm.
And if you can, or your budget allowed, you may want to have a team of counselors in terms of mental health, the mindfulness,
Mm.
in addition to current duties of existing employers.
Yeah.
With this change, there'll be additional work that would also, you know, some people
Yeah.
may fall prey to additional pressure, or they either give to themselves, and you have a team that can help your internally your staff, then things will work better.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so Shirley, please connect with Man Hong, yeah.
Mandy.
Yeah. We look forward to.
I
Man
am
Heng, Man Heng, Man
What
Heng.
to- Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still learning. I am now learning how to create a website, and
Oh gosh.
Wow, that's great, man.
I have a deadline to meet. I'm sitting for my exam
Oh,
next week,
okay.
and another module, and then I graduate. I
Yeah.
I take this class to write better, to learn how to write better.
Oh, I
Wow.
see. Okay. You know, when I spoke with Adrian and Man Heng, basically I was thinking that this role could be even, you know, broken up into various parts as well, right? Like I said, the digital branding is not even there, you know. So it sounds more like a low-hanging fruit that we can get things started. And you know, whenever we get onto a digital kind of plan, some internal communication is also important. So I can see that we need to get everybody all quite pumped up that the new system is going to be better than the old system.
Yeah.
So yeah. Man Heng, you want to say something?
No, I say no. Whoever joins us has to be someone who are very visionary, and think of new ideas and see what are the gaps, and how all these IT solutions can help to
Yeah.
kind of bridge everything. Um, Maybe build new service or whatever. Better reach out to clients. All things are things that we can do. But like we have to do something. Very basic first. That's to get the internal organization all link up using IT. That's
Right.
the first thing. Then we will build from there. I think if we can't even come to each other effectively, then it's very hard for us to kind of extend our service through technology. I think
Yes.
the first thing the internet staff had the buy-in first.
Yeah.
I also noticed last time I was going through your website. There's one section that you did not address is the personal data protection. Because you are more towards B2C, and this is where you collect information and data. This aspect is also very important.
This is one of the key topics also. The candidate will need to do it for us. In fact, to assure the candidate who come to work with us, you are not standing alone because we have the backing of the management, like myself. Okay, so I'm actually during the past 1 year, we actually help out the temples to set up a system called devotee management system, which is actually a CRM. But I'm suggested I moved the whole concept was to change the letter into a customer relationship management into a devotee relationship management. And this is in place now. So you can actually see that the candidate will not be left alone, but we will have the like bringing ideas like Man Heng mentioned, some idea on AI to help the elderly folks and all stuff. These are some ideas which we can contribute, and we are working as a team, no alone. And then we expect that the candidate will come in, have to know everything, and then start to map out the whole map or map for us.
Those who are looking to take action, this will be good. Okay, so Man Heng, can I ask you to stop share? So I just want to ask, so will you accept, while you're looking for someone to actually do this role full-time, will you accept volunteers right now? Because like I said, parts of it actually can be done. The low-hanging fruits for the digital branding. I can see there's lots of professionals here who can actually reach out and help you with that. Yeah.
Volunteers, we welcome volunteers to try and help us.
Right.
I think a lot of things. A lot of people with their special skills, so I call it, can help us to kind of build certain things, because I think for the digital transformation managers to do everything, I think is asking too much. Too much for the person to do. But if there are volunteers to kind of also help out in the whole process, that will be even better. They will kind of speed up the process.
And I believe the job title is probably not reflective of the actual job, because we are looking for leaders here, somebody who can communicate at the stakeholder level, like Man Heng and Adrian, and all levels.
The job title I can't change because it's dictated by NCSS.
NCSS, like I said, you have to follow the NCSS job ranking rules as well. So will you accept part-time hire for this role? I know I asked the contract hire thing, but will you accept a part-time hire for this role?
Well, as long as they fulfill the requirements of the NCSS funding, I think it should not be a problem. But the challenge is that if you are a part-timer, then they might have a challenge in terms of how to meet all the KPIs.
Sure. Yeah. But sounds like you're open to whatever suggestions they have.
But at the end of the day, if the KPI can be fulfilled, because when SSS funds something, they have a certain KPIs.
Yeah.
Now we need to fulfill those things.
Yeah. Okay. And are you actively hiring other roles in your organization?
We are actually looking for executives as well to help us. Yeah. Executive to help us in terms of ops. Yeah, we are looking for that. Yeah. But so these are things that because as time goes by, there are more and more things, especially now COVID. We need to handle so many things even the safety all the measures we have to manage, and that one is really IT also, because we need to have the scan, and things like that. We breaks down, we need someone who knows all these gadgets to help us.
Yeah, indeed, right? Okay, that's cool. So, hey, there's a lot of other opportunities to look for as well. So I put this question in because I know you didn't mention this, but how long do people stay with your organization?
Okay, so staff working here, they stay for very long. Okay, and in fact, the previous director of this society actually stays in this job for 20 years. Mr. Low, am I right? Yeah. And other staff also stays here. Average, they stay here for 10 years. Yeah, I know of a lot of our staff just stay in front of me. They are here for more than 5-6 years. Some even 10 years here, and they stay on.
Right.
And
There's a question. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, the question was where do you find information of the other job roles that you're hiring?
Other job roles are.
It's on your website, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So
careers page, because if you don't have, then that's also another automation unit.
yeah, we usually put in the NCSS website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colin. Okay, wonderful, nice. Okay, so how do you help your employees grow? This is my last question. So is it all give, and then they got nothing back?
No. The thing is that I think for all employees, of course, we will help them to acquire more trainings. We so that we help them. And I think one thing is training. The other thing is the well-being of the staff. We look after them. I think that's an important thing. We don't just work them work and nothing else. So we look after their welfare. So in terms of their mental health of the staff, I think that's a very important area that we look into. Make sure they know they have enough rest. And in fact, you will see me chasing staff home if they work too long.
Right.
Yeah, and if they're not taking leave, and I ask them to consider not taking leave and rest. Right. So the thing is that I think those are the things that we need to look into, staff well-being, and not just work them. I'm not a slave driver.
Very nice. And I know, Adrian.
Yeah, we also have like appreciation night and appreciation dinner, dinner. Unfortunately, since last year, this thing was not happening. Okay, but I think we forward for it. Then also we retreat and also retreat to do bond building. These are nice.
Then we have fun retreats, and we have like what Mr. Adrian say, dinner for all staff family day and the kind of thing. Yeah. Unfortunately, this year we can't get it because of
this year we can't.
Yes, we can. Yep. And so this is good. Yeah, I think there are. Oh, iPhone, iPhone asked which careers. I think they've got couple of websites. No, they've only got one. They've only got one. But I think you post your job on NCSS, correct?
Yeah,
NCSS website. So I dropped the link earlier on for that job role. So I think in fact, all social services enterprises have to, advertise under that. And then there's also a code of conduct, code of operation that you have to abide, pretty religiously as well. So salaries are not haphazard. It's not like you're going to be underpaid. Of course, overpaid, nobody's going to complain.
Well, I must to be very frank, we are not the best paymaster, but we are a fair pay master.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So the thing is that in social service, we are not paying like private sector lah. Of course. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just mindful that everyone needs to duck back in on their course. So I just want to thank everyone for joining and also thank our guests for spending time to explain a little bit more about their needs. So please connect with Man Heng and Adrian, on LinkedIn, and I hope someone finds something somewhere. And I wish everybody all the best. But Man Heng, any parting words? Parting words. I don't want to say.
I just want to thank you for giving us this opportunity to share.
You're most welcome.
And hopefully, someone in this group will join us. Yeah.
Okay,
Look
cool.
forward to that.
Thank you all. Thank you, Eileen.
Thank
you.
you. You're welcome. Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Have a
everyone.
good day.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye.
Manny. Thanks, Ali.
Bye.
Thanks,
You're
everyone. Bye.
welcome. Thanks, everyone. Bye. Have a good week ahead.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, thanks,
Have
Shirley.
a good week ahead. Yeah.